Okay, this weekend I just got my ESPixelStick from Amazon. This is offered by forkineye. Now this is the version 3.0 of the ESPixelStick. This just came out, and it's based on the Wemos D1 Mini board with a 8266 microcontroller, and it happens to be Wi-Fi enabled with that little antenna you see to the left there. And this comes in two boards, and the first thing we're going to have to do is install the driver so that our PC can talk to the D1 Mini. So it's the CH340 driver, and it can be found on this website. So we're going to download the zip package containing the driver, unzip it, and when it's finally unzipped, we're going to want to run the setup, but we're going to want to run the setup as administrator. So right mouse click, and you will see run as administrator, and this will install the driver with the appropriate permissions. And once this is done, we are going to go back to our D1 Mini, and you'll see it's got a USB adapter, micro USB, and we're going to put in the USB cord, and the other end of the cord is on the computer, and you can see it's lit up, so we've got power. And so now what's going to happen, or should happen, is it's going to try to install the driver. And the first thing it's going to go to is Windows Update, but it's not going to find the driver there, so we're going to cancel that. And we are going to, it should find it installed locally, and assign a serial port, in this case communications port 9, to our device. So now let's get the software for the ESPixelStick, and we'll go to GitHub, and we'll look for the releases. And what we're going to look for is not a pre-release, but the actual latest release that's stable. And you'll see a zip file, so we're going to want to download that software and install it too. So we're going to come there, unzip it, and once that's done, inside there we'll see a program that's called ESP Flash Tool. So we'll double click on that. Assuming you have Java installed, it'll bring up a program like this, and this is where you'll configure your wireless settings. So that SSID is the name of your Wi-Fi router, and the passphrase is the password for that router, and hostname is the hostname that you're going to assign to this ESPixelStick. And you're going to want to select that serial port that we created before when we installed the driver. So you can see the status is programming complete, and now the ESPixelStick is going to start up, and you can see it doing a few things here. You can see it has now connected to my home network, and that is the host name, ESPixelStick01, and its IP address, and you can see it started a web server on port 80. And now we're going to verify the install, so just type that host name in the browser. It should bring up the web server, and you can see there's various different tabs with various different settings. So it looks like we're good to go. So now if you'll see, we want to connect up the power supply and lights. I've already attached the D1 Mini, and we'll just plug this in here, and what we're going to do is flip it on the back, make sure the negatives are black and the positives are red, and the data is going to the D plus side. One thing you also want to do is label your ESPixelStick, because if you have a bunch of them, you're going to want to be able to know which one is which. So take a little Sharpie and label it. It'll be helpful for later. So now let's do our final testing, and we'll bring up some colors here. So we got the purple, and you can see there's this little color palette where we can select the different lights, and so it looks like everything is working fine. So there's a few other patterns we can try, like this rainbow pattern. And the last thing, let's go to X-Lights and see if it discovers it in the setup tab, and sure enough it did, so everything worked fine. Hope you found this video useful. Please check the comments below for further details. And as always, feedback and thumbs up are always appreciated. Have a great day.